Everything was smooth, passed the inspection, got my decals, license plates, if the stickers, and all that good stuff. But one thing I noticed about the oil field that's different is the cost for Uber out there. The cost for Uber is way higher than it was back in, let's say, 2018, 2019. Let me get on the Wi Fi right quick. Make sure the quality is good. Okay, much better. The cost for Uber then went up. For example, to go from the terminal to the airport was about $50. Back in the day, it used to only be like 17. It's 50 now. So if you go from the terminal to the airport, fly home, which of course to fly home, that's one way is like $300, but that's only because of COVID-19. It used to be $1,000, especially if you book the same day, like I be doing. Right now, I'm only paying like 300, but like I said, back in the day it was 1,000, but we got COVID-19, so prices are down, obviously. Okay, so let's say you go from the terminal to the airport. That's 50 in Uber. Then you take that flight. Right now it's 300. Then if you do round trip, that's 600. And then another 50 to get back to the terminal. Okay. Um, you gonna Uber a lot of places in the oil field. If you like me, you gonna Uber to the airport, Uber to hotels, orientation, or breaks, Uber to the gym, Uber to the store, Uber clubs. You're gonna be Ubering all over the place. And like I said, the cost for Uber or Lyft, I use Lyft, but they all the same price. The cost is extreme out there, and there's not a lot of competition whatsoever. Every time I open my Lyft app, it was only like 3 cars max. So there's not a lot of competition, but the prices are insane out there. Um, so I came back to the house to obviously grab my car because my goal is not to make Uber rich or make Lyft rich. My goal is to make myself rich. So I'd rather just bring my own car out there, then I can drive myself all around town. You know, everywhere I need to go. Go get parts, go get tools, go get food, go to Walmart. Things you can't do in a semi truck out there because they kind of made it to where they don't really want trucks in the city. They don't really want trucks at Walmart. They don't want trucks nowhere except for out there hauling sand outside the city. You can get away with some Walmarts, just don't be there more than 2 hours, or you'll get that yellow boot across your window. You know, but in order to save money in the oil field, of course, you need to save the maximum amount of money. You want your own truck, your own car, your own vehicle out there, and you don't want to be paying for airplane tickets. You don't want to be paying for Ubering. You don't want to be giving pilot a percentage of your income for snacks and food up out of there and coffee. You know, I love coffee. But you want to go and just get the $20 coffee pot up out of Walmart and quit paying pallet, you know what I'm saying? A percentage of your income. You don't want to be doing that. Andrew done been through it all, so I'm telling you what not to do, so you don't have to do it. I didn't pay the Uber bill, the hotel bill, the $1,000 flights, the freaking gave pallet percentage of my income. I didn't been through this before, so you don't have to do it, okay? I'm telling you the correct way to do it. Now, a lot of y'all want to come to this oil field, so I'm gonna tell you how much it's gonna cost you. A lot of these oil field companies do not pay for anything dealing with you coming to their orientation. So, and it was the same way back in 2017 when I came to the oil field. So if you get hired, this is what you better be prepared to pay for. If you like me coming from Tennessee, you need to ask the terminal how many days is orientation. Usually it's gonna be a week. So you need about $500 for a week worth of hotels. Unless you can stay in your truck. So if you're an owner operator, you got your own truck, you can just stay in your truck those 5 days. But me, I just rather just be in a hotel room. But like I said, if you do the hotel room, you're gonna be Ubering from the terminal to the hotels. That costs money, and obviously the hotel is not free. If you're a company driver, yeah, you're gonna be paying for all this out of pocket. Okay, for the most part. So You got 5 days worth of hotels. You got the Uber bill. If you fly down there, you got the airport bill. Then you have to pay for PPE. For the company drivers, usually the carrier will supply it. For the owner operators, you paying for all that out of pocket. You can order all that stuff on Amazon. You can order it when you get down there to the oil field. You can go to whatever carrier you go to. They'll order it for you and take it out your settlement. Anywhere you go, you're gonna pay for it. From whatever you need, the hard hat, the coveralls, the boots, the H2S monitor. Go ahead and if you can find an H2S monitor for the low, go ahead and order that yourself. Cause out there in the oil field, they want 130 for it. I don't know what it costs on Amazon. I didn't check, but I know I paid 130 out there in the oil field. So you can find it cheaper. Do that. The coveralls on Amazon was $54, but I got the wrong size. So because I got the wrong size, I had to go out there and pay the 120 for the coveralls. Okay, so I'm just telling you, make sure you get the correct size. Now you gotta have money to go out there. Now on top of everything I just told you, let's use my carrier for example. Starting off, you 3 weeks in the hole. That means you're gonna go 3 weeks before you get your first paycheck. Okay, which means if you're an owner operator, you obviously need money to operate. You need money for breakdowns. Of course, the carrier supply a fuel card, but if you want to use their fuel card, there's really no discounts out there in the oil field. They pretty much is just Pilot, Stripes. We got One Loves, but there's no TA in Petro, which is all of my fuel cards are TA in Petro. They got a TA, but it's in Big Springs, and it's kind of rare that you're gonna be that far out there. The best discount that I can see, cause I didn't check all the apps. I didn't look at TSD, TCS. I looked at Navy. I mean not Navy Federal. Nastic. I looked at Nastic. I looked at Mudflap, and the best discount is just paying Stripes cash price. Cause Stripes beat all of them. I was about to just the cash price at Stripes, but the next best discount after that. Well, I take that back. TSD beat all of them, but like I said, that's at the TA all the way in Big Springs. If you got the big, 100+ gallon tanks, it's worth it to drive out there and fill up. But if you got even bigger tanks, then it's worth it to drive out there to fill up for the $1.99. You know what I'm saying? But if you ain't got them tanks, it's gonna be $250 at the Pilot with the company fuel card, 250, 270, 280, somewhere around now. So like I said, you gotta operate for 3 weeks. Some carriers it's only 1 week, 1845. Detmar, they only a week in the hole. Some carriers are 2 weeks, mine is 3 weeks. Okay, so you need to know this before you come out there. So don't forget, you gotta pay for orientation, you gotta pay for the hotels, the airplane tickets, the hotel, everything you see me doing on YouTube stores, all this stuff come out of my pocket, okay? There ain't nobody else paying for that. Everything comes out of my pocket. I'm just showing you what I go through, because that stuff is not for free. So you need money in the bank, okay? Now, either you want to do sandbox, crude oil, water, or pneumatic. That's just up to you. I never did crude oil, can't tell you nothing about it. Never did water. Only thing I can tell you about water, back in the day, I never did it though, but as far as the pay for owner operators, it was between $80 to $120 an hour for, I think they was working like 10 hours a day. For crude oil, I have no idea what they pay. For pneumatic can change. I'm gonna tell y'all something about pneumatic. Back in the day, it was worth it to put the PTO and all that stuff on the truck. I'm gonna tell you why. Back in the day, you had sandbox and pneumatic. The reason a lot of us was putting the PTO on the truck is because after 2 hours with a pneumatic trailer, we was making $120 an hour for detention, and we would sit out there 14+ hours waiting to unload. That was back in the day, 2017, 2018. After 2018, people came in, and it was just a race to the bottom. People start undercutting. It went from 120 an hour to $80 an hour, from $80 to 50, from 50 to zero. So it's just not worth it to really put the PTO back on unless, well, nowadays I think it's $50 an hour, but it's not after 2 hours. It's after like 4 or 5 or 6 hours or some shit. Still not worth it, okay? But back in the day, it was well worth it. And then, of course, back in the day, pneumatic rates was way higher. You took one load, you was probably close to $1,000 for that day. Now, uh, you may could still get 1,000. I'm not sure. I gotta look at some rate sheets. I'm not sure. As far as sandbots, I never seen no detention for sandbots. You usually set not as long as pneumatic. You could, just depending on who the customer was and what they had going on. But detention for sandbots, usually you gotta sit like 6 hours, and maybe you'll get paid. But I never got any type of detention on sandbots whatsoever from no carrier. But from pneumatic, we used to get paid. We used to go out there, sit out there in the field after 2. You know, every time you took a pneumatic trailer out there, especially with Pioneer, man, you was just raking on Pioneer or Pro Petrol. After 2 hours, you knew you was taking your 10-hour break at $120 an hour. Okay, the problem was I was a company driver, so I was only making 25% of that. But for the owner operators, they was at 80%, and it was just easy for them to get trailers and equipment and trucks and all kinds of stuff. But that was back in the day, okay? Back in the day, it's over with. We in this new era. The new era is the race to the bottom, okay? So now we at the bottom trying to go up. Everybody done cut the rates all the way down to, it's just a race to the bottom. So I'm trying to let y'all know the costs associated with this oil field, because I understand if you're coming from the OTR world, you used to just making a phone call, the carrier give you a great Greyhound ticket, they pay in for all the hotels and the drugs. They charge the drug test too. Andrew had to pay for his drug test. Physical. Whatever you need, you pay. Whatever you need, that's okay, Colin. I'll hit you back in a minute, but whatever you need, you paying for. So like me, I needed all my certifications. So I forgot what they charge, but it ain't free. So the certifications you need, what you gotta take classes for. This one here is. Okay. Where's the camera? Boom, you got the hydrogen sulfate. I don't know if y'all can see that on the sun or not. That's one particular certification. You got the respirator certification. And then you got the Safe Land certification. You need all three of them. It's gonna run you somewhere between $100 to $300. That's gonna usually come out your settlement with those certifications. I don't think no way you got to pay up front for those. All that stuff should come out your settlement. So and usually if you don't have like coveralls and gloves and hard hats, you still gonna pay for it, but usually all that stuff gonna come out your settlement, your first settlement, okay? Especially with my carrier. They'll pay for everything. Everything you need, they'll pay for up front, but just know it's coming out your first settlement. So if you can find it cheaper, like I said, Amazon. You can go on Amazon. You can go to Walmart. Well, you don't go to Walmart now, right? In the oil field is different. In the oil field, those stores carry oil field type supplies. Let me answer some questions. You thinking about 1845 sandbots? Absolutely not. I'm not thinking about 1845 at all. $50 an hour after 3 hours on a Pro Petrol well we on. So you must be running pneumatic. That's good then. That's good. How you doing, Dirty Broke? Any plans of buying another flat top? I don't think I'll be buying another flat top. I need a bigger sleeper. But yeah, I am gonna get a second truck. It just won't be a flat top. Unless I get a good deal, you just never know. But I'm looking for mid-size or full condo. What's a good price for diesel? Out there in the oil fields, like 250 to like 280. Stripes is about 218. That's why I said stripes is gonna be the way to go. What about Ambest? We don't got that in the oil field. 3 weeks means you could get robbed. That is true. That is true. So speaking of getting robbed in the oil field, if this is the way I would do it, I only applied for carriers that number one was still in business since I joined back in 2017, and that they was known for paying people. Okay, all them new sandbox carriers that's with sandbox logistics. I don't know nothing about all that. You just hope for the best. It's one carrier right now on Craigslist. Um, how can I put it? I'm just gonna say run. That's all I'm gonna say. But I give you a hint. I think they got a sign-on bonus of like 9 to 12,000. It's sandbox. They talk about 90%. All this person did. He closed down his previous company and created a new LLC. And there you go, right there. Okay. And in a minute, he gonna be leasing his trucks just like he did with the last company. Okay. Um, so I know a lot of people he still owe money to. Let's see. What's the oil field rates like? Good, bad, or decent? I ain't seen no rate sheets. I can't tell you. The oil field has totally changed. Back then, it was the wild, wild west. Um, just driving till you're tired. It's not that way no more in the oil field. Um, you're looking at strict e-log clocks for the most part. So what I would do, if, now I'm going back to the oil field, drive your truck. If you're an owner operator, this is what you can do. And this is also what the owner suggested I do too. You could drive the truck for 10 hours, and then, because they do shifts now in the oil field, you got morning shift and you got night shift. I could run morning shift, and I could hire some driver to live in the area to run night shift in my truck. Okay, so you could do it that way. Same way with water hauling. Uh, just do teaming. Not teaming. You're not gonna have two people in the truck, but one person work a shift. Then after that shift is over, having this person do it that way. So that's one way to do it. But since you only drive in 10 hours, the oil field is local. It's not regional. It's not OTR. It's local. So pretty much you're going to probably be at the terminal every day after your shift. Have a car. Go to the gym. I just got me a gym membership. Go to the gym, work out, have fun. Explore the city. Don't try to avoid Uber and Lyft. Because like I said, man, that's a percentage of your income. Try to avoid pallet. It's okay to get the pallet coffee. I get the pallet coffee. It's good, but like I said, for $20 at Walmart, you get the whole coffee pot. Let's see. Yeah, I wrote some in the comments. I didn't skip them. It's Chalk Mountain out there. I ain't seen them yet, but I wouldn't go to them if it was me. Horizon let me stay in that truck for orientation in 2018. Yeah, if you're a company driver, they'll probably assign you a truck and you can stay in there instead of paying for the hotels. That's a good way to do it. Yeah, there you go. You want to avoid paying pimping, and there's a lot of pimping out there in the oil field. You got the airport, they pimping. You got pallet, they pimping. They got 6 brand new pallets in the oil field now. They only pallet only. They took over a whole city now. 6 of them. Plenty of showers. It used to only be. You remember we was out there in Carlsbad, New Mexico. It was 2 showers. Get this now, 2 showers, 800 workers. Yeah, at the pallet. Well, it was a small pallet, but 2 showers, 800 workers. You used to have to go in there, put your name on the waiting list, and they'll call you in about 8 hours for a shower. Unless you knew the secret. The secret was down the road was the gym. You get a gym membership for $10 a month, and you could take a shower at the gym. That was a secret, but a lot of people didn't. But now Pilot it's tons of showers out there now. Not in I don't know about New Mexico. I ain't went out there, but in Midland, Odysseus area, plenty of showers. They didn't took over. Am I taking my cow out there? Yeah, I'm taking my cow out there. What happened to Golden Child? It didn't end well for him. That's kind of what happened to him. But yeah, I got me a gym membership. If y'all want to know what gym I joined, it's 24 hours. If you do get a gym membership, make sure the gym you join is 24 hours. But I'm going to Crunch Fitness. I would have already been in there because I got my membership already. I would have already been working out, but when I looked at that Uber bill to go from the hotel to to the gym, I said, "Man, this is insane. I need a car. Yeah, this is rape. They raping people. This is pan pimping for real." When the Uber driver, after all his deductions, is making $2 a mile, and he just got to pass this, people out here they ain't making $2 a mile to go cross country. Insane, insane. Let's see. Now, also, for all my people that do bring their car out there, if you got them four-door cars, I only got a two-door car, as you can see. But if you got a four-door car, you could do Uber in your spare time. I just told you. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if what they paying the drivers. I'm just telling you what the customers are paying. A lot of money out of pocket. It's not a lot of competition, so you could drive your truck for 10 hours, and then you can hop over there in your own car and do the Uber and the Lyft. Maybe make an extra $100 or something. I don't know. I never did it before. You said, how about parking a Challenger in the garage and getting a beater car? Uh, I wanted to ship my car out there, but uh, they wanted like $1,000 to ship my car from Nashville all the way out to Midland. I wasn't finna pay $1,000. I can get a whole set of tires, brakes, and pay for a full tank of gas to go all the way out there for that price. Ooh, no. You said, I figured it wouldn't end well for Golden Child. Yeah, sometimes, uh, you know, drop the trailer and drive the flat top around. That's what I've been doing, but like I said, it's hard to maneuver around the city with the trucks. So it's best to just have a car. When you got a car, man, you can go to Walmart, you can get parts for the truck. It's just a lot that you can do with a car. Go to the gym. Now, if you fuck your money, fuck your money. He didn't give a damn. He took the truck trailer. He took that. He will drive through Burger King drive through with his truck and trailer. How do I know? Because he did it before. I couldn't believe it. I was sitting in the passenger seat. We pulled up at the Burger King, truck, trailer, and everything. I don't recommend it. That's just something that only he can do. Everybody else, I don't recommend doing all that. That's just something. Just leave it up to him. I thought you was making money at Quad. This 7,000 a week gross. Yeah, towards the end when I was on the low board. That was before I left the house. Is Justin Lewis still rolling? I have no idea. I think Justin Lewis do drive-in with his own authority now. I don't think he's in the oil field. I'm not sure. Is the company with the nice truck still in the oil field? Texas Chrome Transport? Yeah, they're over in the San Antonio area. They was hiring for drivers, but their requirements is steep. They want like 5 years minimum driving experience. Then you gotta have a Texas CDL to work for them. So, but they hiring. No, they advertising. The owner be on Facebook advertising every day. But with those type of requirements, I'm pretty sure it's hard to find people. But when you got top notch equipment, he don't want nobody directing in his Peterbilt. So let's see. Pimpski. What's my time frame for staying out in the oil field? So I told the owner My phone might shut off because this sun is like beaming directly on it. But I told the owner of the company, I was like, I'm only here to buy equipment, just trucks and trailers, and get my own authority, and that's it. No other reason to be in the oil field other than that. So that's my goal. So however long that takes, um, that's basically what I'm out in the oil field for. As y'all know, I don't have too many bills. Cell phone and this car is paid for by YouTube, so I don't really count that. But low bills, low bills. Get prepared for the summer heat out there. It was 80 degrees yesterday out there. Baking, baking in a truck. Is the oil field going to pay more than quality? Yes. The percentage is higher too. As far as home time in the oil field, if you're a company driver, owner operator, usually what a lot of people do, they work in the oil field 3 weeks, they go home for a week, or they just fly home. You know, if I wanted to come home, even though I got my car out there, I'm not driving my car back to the back here. I just do a round trip plane ticket if I wanted to come visit. Have you and Tay seen each other again? Not since that video, but I talked to Tay a lot on the phone. It's the oil. I just read that. So a lot of y'all understand the costs associated with the oil field. Biden is closing and capping wells like Reagan did in the 80s. So yeah, Biden he stopped the Keystone pipeline, which in my opinion that's good for the oil field workers because that just makes sure we have a job. So um, now instead of pipeline and everything from Canada to Texas, guess what they gotta do? They gotta put it on a truck now, which means we still got a job. So that's good for us. You know, everybody knows that worked in the oil field. When they came out with all them flatbed trailers with all that piping through oil of Texas, Highway 258, that was when all of the rates started to drop. Did you notice that? When they started putting all them pipelines in the ground, all them flatbeds on oil of Texas on 258, that's when all the money went to gone, went to disappearing because they didn't need us no more because they was pipelining it. You know, if they pipeline everything, they don't need you to drive it in the truck. So we don't want nothing dealing with the pipeline. We want it on the truck. The water, the sand, the crude, everything we want it on the truck. That's good money for us. As soon as the pipelines start coming, you might as well go and start packing it up. Let's see. I thought Trump and Republicans was for the truckers. No comment, no comment. When am I buying a house? It's a good question. Whenever I start looking. I don't know where I'm gonna stay at, to be honest. It probably won't be inside of Nashville. It'll be outside. I need land. I can't do the way they building houses nowadays. These new houses, it's not enough space between the houses. They building them too close. I don't like that. I need land. I need space. Obviously, I'm gonna have trucks, trailers. Gotta have somewhere to park. You say, what do I think about it? I think Trump and the Republicans keep gas prices low. And I think the Democrats got them going sky high. That's what I think. The Republicans, man, low fuel prices, low taxes. The Democrats is like the opposite. High cost of fuel, high cost of taxes. So it's not really a Trump thing. It's just which administration is in office. Yeah, my house is like that in Jersey. What's up? What's up? I got any more oil field questions? Stay away from the Nabs in West Texas. Oh no, when you get to the oil field, all that stuff don't exist. It's not really too many women in the oil field whatsoever. If you do see some type of woman in the oil field, she gonna be married and she gonna, of course, have a high paying job too. It's gonna be somebody's wife. But it's not too many women in the oil field. You talking about just like office people, basically. They hiring welders in the oil field. The welders are making $80 an hour too, but the only thing I don't like about welders, the guy I was talking to said you need like 6 certifications and you gotta go through like 4 years of college and get the degrees. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. But if you got all that, they hiring and it's like $80 an hour out there in the oil field for the welder. Go ahead and put a turbo on the Challenger. Yeah, I'm gonna get the RIP supercharger. I would have ordered it already, but the time frame, I think it said like 3 months or something before I get it. It's a long time. What can I expect to make in the oil field? That's a good question. I have no idea. I'm thinking about taking a recruiting position too in my carrier. I just ain't did it yet, but I may be on here shoe shining. I just ain't decided yet. But as far as pay, I don't want to be in charge of telling people what they gonna make because this is why the cost to come out there is through the roof, and I don't need people spending their last dime to go out there and either get robbed or make a dollar, or well, you ain't gotta really worry about the negative paychecks because all that leasing stuff don't exist out there in the oil field. All that leasing stuff is not in the oil field. It used to be a tiny percentage in the oil field. I mean, a tiny percent. They done away with all that because that's the fastest way to go out of business. Just take that route. But for the most part, it's either you a company driver or either you with somebody that owns the truck or financing. I just got one truck right now. What's going on in the oil field right now? What's going on in the oil field right now? I only been out there a week. I haven't taken my first load yet. By the way, I just finished orientation this week, so I can't. I haven't talked to anybody. Do you have to have owner operator experience to go to the oil field? No, you don't need no type of owner operator experience. To be an owner operator, you just need a truck. Should I wait to buy a truck before I get accepted onto finance a truck? Are you a company driver? What do you mean? Did you buy that old Buller pneumatic trailer a few years ago? No, I didn't buy it. I rented it though for about, how long did I have that trailer? Like 2 months. It was probably the best trailer I ever used. The 1965 Butler steel trailer. It was steel. That's why it was so good. Uh, Obviously, steel gonna last a lot longer than the aluminum. So it worked pretty good. It's just it was a 1965, but don't let the year fool you. Should I get hired onto a company before I buy a truck from a dealership? Do you got driving experience? How long have you been driving? I mean, I wouldn't buy a truck just for the oil field. What I would do, go out there and be a company driver and just see, how the oil field is, talk to people, see what you want to do, see if there's any money in it whatsoever, because I don't know. Before you go to the dealership, and pay some money. 1 year and 6 months in tankers. Okay, so if you want to stick with tankers, you can look into crude oil. You can look into the water hauling. They got chemicals out there too, but I don't know what the carriers are. Um, just go out there and look around. Be a company driver first. Don't. I ain't telling you to go buy a truck and then just show up out there and figure stuff out. Are there automatic trucks in the oil field? What do you think about automatics? Yes, it's automatic trucks in the oil field. You just gotta find what carriers got them or what owner operators got them. What do I think about automatics? I like automatics. I like automatics. Good fuel mileage. It's just I wouldn't own one because it's expensive to repair. What's up, Taker Money? I'm subscribed to you on YouTube. I saw you through JP3000. Let's see. It looks like Santa's coming back up north. I can't get used to the weather up there in North Dakota. That's why I ain't never been up there. That cold weather. At 30 degrees, I'm freezing. Anything below that, oh, I can't take it. It ain't for me. Now, I could do it after the winter, though, but that's why I never went up there. They stopped the pipeline money time. Yeah, they stopped that Keystone Pipeline. I'm surprised he did it on his first day in office. Like, I don't know. I don't know. His first day in office, he said, "The hell with that pipeline." I said, yes. They ain't taking money out of our pockets. Because when they start pipelining, they don't need you to drive the truck no more. If they pipeline the crude, they don't need no crude or no crude drivers at all. If everything is gonna be pipelined. Shout out from the UK, always putting us on game. You ever thought about buying a truck and having somebody drive for you? Yeah, I was just talking about that in the beginning of the video. Do you have to shave to work at quality? Um, oh, to go through orientation and go through training, you gotta shave. Once you get to your terminal, it just depends on what you haul. But they gonna want you to shave though. But like I said, once you get to your terminal, it just depends on what you haul. Cause if you hauling food products, there ain't really no reason to be shaving. Am I pulling pneumatic tankers? No, I'm doing sandbots. It was 15 degrees up in Chicago yesterday. Cold weather ain't no joke. Yeah, I can't get used to that. How heavy are the average loads? They gonna load you like 78,000 pounds every time. It ain't gonna be no it ain't gonna be under like 75,000 pounds. They gonna load you to the max. What chrome shop you use to extend a shifter? I was in West Memphis at Empire Chrome, but any chrome shop would do it. It's fairly cheap. The 18 inch shaft was like $12, $18 somewhere right now. You just got to pay for labor to get it installed. The labor maybe like I don't know $50 or $75 somewhere right now. It's fairly cheap though. How many miles do you cover in a day, and what are the speed limits that you guys are running? The speed limits that depends on the routes that you take. The interstate out there, I believe the speed limit is 75 miles per hour. The back roads like 65, 55 miles per hour. Some of them are 70. Just regular speed limits. As far as DOT, DOT has been the same as it was back in 2017. They don't really exist. DOT don't really exist. It's not a lot of oil field workers out there either, so a lot of these truck stops are completely empty. Not really a lot of drivers. With no recent over-the-road experience, what are my options in North Dakota? I don't think you need an over-the-road experience to drive a truck in an oil field. You just need to know how to drive the truck. How many miles are we covering a day? Just depends on how far it is from the shipper to the well. On average, I would say let's do 50 miles. 50 miles from the shipper to the well, then 50 miles back. So that's about 100 miles round trip. You do about 3 loads a day on sandbots. Looking at about 300 miles a day. We try to gross like 1,000 to 1,500 is what they're gonna try to aim for. Just depending on the customer. As far as pneumatic, it's a little bit different. It's gonna be less miles than that. Usually, when I was doing it, one load. Let me think. I think 100 miles was $1,400 back then, loaded. But then of course you gotta come back empty, so 200 miles. But like I said, it was just one load. Whatever happened to your ex in Memphis? You never finished the story. So, um, gotta let the windows up. So everybody around me in Memphis is they're all gone. That's what happened to all of them. They're all gone. Everybody. Yeah, everybody's gone. I eliminated everybody. How many psi do you use to blow sand? The customer is gonna want you to blow off at 10 psi. A lot of us was going up to like 15, but they gonna want 10. You can install a shifter yourself, very easy. I got a question. What would be a good first trucking job for a new driver? You mean in the oil field? They don't take new drivers in the oil field. A lot of these carriers gonna want you to have 2 years of driving experience. I think my carrier is 3 years, but they may take you with two. They took me with two back in the day. But as far as if you talking about just now getting your CDL, I would just go to a mega carrier and don't lease a truck. That's the most important part. Do not lease a truck. How many miles on your truck? I got about 12,000 miles on the overhaul. Total miles is 803,000. What about miles do you recommend for someone looking to buy a used truck? I don't really recommend a specific mileage range. You know, I don't even care about the miles. To me, it's just a cheap truck with a good engine that I can rebuild. Can you tell us what happened to Golden Child? It did not end well. Golden Child should just make a video and just tell, just let us know what happened, shouldn't he? He came on here and said he had his authority and he was running some type of 2 week contract. And, he said he was doing some Robin Hood and, but other than that, Golden Child, really, I think Golden Child should come on here and I tell you what happened. I ain't gonna tell you what happened, but I'm gonna tell you how it ended. Um, it ended around 12 in the morning. Pretty much, they cleaned up shop and disappeared. That's how it ended. That's basically the best way to put it. They cleaned up shop and disappeared. Is how it ended. People came to work at 8 in the morning and they was nowhere to be found. I think Golden Child should tell us what happened because I don't know. I don't know. I just know how it ended. It did not end well. That's all I can tell you. I want to. We need to find. Damn how it ended. I want to talk to who was driving Golden Child's trucks. That's who I want to talk to them drivers because I didn't heard how the trucks was. I need to talk to one who drove one of his trucks. We need to hear. We need to get an interview with one of them drivers. That's who I'm interested in. Who drove? You know what I'm saying? Golden Child's trucks. We got Coco in the building. Good afternoon. I'm doing well today. So even Vegas girl is gone for good. Everybody in Memphis ain't nobody around Andrew no more. I got rid of everybody with the quickness too. With the quickness, I mean everybody gone. That's why it's so easy for me to come up right now because everybody's gone. Just everybody. Not a dollar coming out of my pocket. I'm just gone. They like, where did Andrew go? Oh man, I don't know. I think he went to Nashville. I think he said he coming back, and I ain't coming back. Nope, we ain't going back there. There's nothing in Memphis. They should have picked up when a truck disappeared up out of West Memphis. All the red flags was out. Andrew was gone with the quickness. That means we're single, just in case. I'm just saying, gone with the quickness, like lightning. I don't know what happened to me. I don't know. Brother, are you doing tankers? No, I'm doing sandbots. Would you recommend coming out to the oil field to drive at this time? I don't know. I haven't took my first load, so I don't know how it is. I can tell you technology out there is different and how they operating. But as far as the work, I haven't taken my first load. I talked to some drivers. Well, I ain't gonna say some drivers. I talked to one driver. I forgot your name. I know you didn't want to be on YouTube, but shout out to that driver. He was driving a Freightliner. That's all y'all need to know. And the first thing when I arrived at orientation, he said, "Andrew, I got my title." He showed, hey, congratulations to you. So other than him, that's the only person I talked to out there. But he had told me, basically what it was, and it sounded good on my part. You say you fresh off the lot, yeah, you got to go to a mega carrier. You don't have to, but that's where I would start. Find the closest mega carrier to where you live. So don't be taking no airplane or no Greyhound cross country to some mega carrier. Just find the closest mega carrier close to your house. Don't do like me. Don't go all the way up to freaking Springfield, Missouri, prime meat to be trying to lease a truck or something. When you got freaking U.S. Express, Night Transportation, Snyder, you got everything right here in the area. Don't be taking no Greyhound all the way up to Boston, Massachusetts, trying to take a 34-hour bus ride home because they talking about you fired. Don't be doing all that. Don't do none of that dumb stuff. Been there, done that. Been there and done that. How much cash reserves do you recommend an owner operator to have? If you got a new truck, 10,000. If you got a used truck, 20. If you're in the oil field, you need that plus orientation and whatever else fees you finna incur. Because in the oil field, you got to have money to operate. Shoot, especially the hotels ain't free, the Uber ain't free, the airport ain't free. So, ain't no carrier. A lot of these carriers ain't paying for it. I don't know any carrier that's gonna pay for any of that stuff. They may at the most reimburse you for gas. Is that a pit bull? Man, that's a big pit. I'm like, why is the dog out here running? Y'all see this? Yeah, he ran away now. That's a little dog right there in the fence. Somebody got their pit bull right there on the loose. Hopefully he don't come in the yard. That's a huge one too, tiger stripe. Keep my eye on him. Andrew don't like to get chased by dogs. What's your thoughts on paying $100,000 cash for a truck? Wouldn't do it. You got $100,000 cash. You need to go be trying to put it on the house and owning the house. That's what you need to be doing with your $100,000 cash on the house, not on the truck, on the house. You're gonna pay $100,000 a day. By Friday, it's only gonna be worth $80,000 at the nearest auction. Let's see. Will you ever drive the latest greatest shoe shine again? It's possible. It's definitely possible. The way the owner want me to do it, if I get a second truck, he wants me to have one driver to drive the flat top, one driver to drive the second truck, and me hopping the company truck. So it's definitely possible I'll be a company driver again. Can I bring a pre-ELD truck out there to the oil field? Yes, you can. Fuck your money. He was driving a 1980, and I think that Blue Pete is like a 1998 or something like that. Fuck your money is all against the ELDs. You guys watched him work on the live feed. You know how that is. That brother just driving. He just driving. What's happening, bro? Why don't you ever check out oil fields on the East Coast? They pay more from experience. So, with Ohio and West Virginia and PA oil fields, the reason I never looked into them is because that's a lot of wear and tear on trucks dealing with the mountains, plus the high cost of fuel, low fuel mileage. It's just a lot of wear and tear. Plus, it's a lot of wear and tear. That's the main part. Put it on Tesla. Yeah, well, yeah, yeah. I know a lot of people that made money off Tesla. I know a lot of people that made money off Tesla. Y'all with these questions, so let me scroll back up. We having technical difficulties in the comments section. Let me scroll back up. Hey Andrew, what's going on with Bitcoin? A whole lot going on with Bitcoin. I jumped out at 40,000 and never jumped back in. That's what's going on with Bitcoin. Last I looked, it's at 32,000. Don't think I'll be putting back in because Trump ain't in office right now. So I don't know if it's gonna go up or down. I just know, you know what I'm saying. I'm just holding. But we got Tesla. Now Tesla is still on the move. It's still on the move. 845. It's still on the move. You know. I'm waiting for that Tesla earnings. The next earnings call. Let's see if we can get it up to 1,000. Tesla has only went straight up from January 2019. Today is your sister's birthday. Interesting. Did not know that. Today is my sister's birthday. Interesting. But as far as Tesla around January 2019, I think it was around, let's say $300 because I don't remember. It went from 300 all the way up to 1,700. Okay. Now in the beginning in January, me and a lot of oil field workers, well not me because I didn't know about it, but they was doing options trading on Tesla. Like my trainer, Dominique, and it was a whole lot of other people. Justin Lewis was one of them. A lot of them was doing options on Tesla. Tesla went from 300 to $1,700. Did a stock split, went back to 300. Now it's up to 845. They just been racking in the money on options ever since, and a lot of them don't even drive trucks no more. So Dominique is a fleet owner now. I think he got like 4 or 5 trucks, all Freightliner Cascadias. So a lot of people I know made a lot of money off their Tesla. My man skipping the questions. Do you believe an automation will take people out the truck? Uh, Possibly. In the future, it could. It could. Have you ever thought about letting someone pull a freight under your authority? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I don't have insurance from my authority yet, though, but in the future, that's not a bad idea. Just answer the questions we all want to know. I am answering questions. I done told y'all all about the oil field, how much money you need on reserves. The oil field. I'm not gonna say it's popping, but I may be a recruiter real soon. I just haven't decided yet, but and you may come on here and do some shoe shining. I even ordered some recruiter shirts, shit now. But anyways, I'm finna go in the house and I'm finna enjoy my lunch now. Um, if you want to come to the oil field, all you need to do right now is start saving money. Just start saving money because, like I just told you, it's not free to operate out there in that oil field. You need money whether you're a company driver or you're an owner operator. Um, if you want to hang out with Andrew, like I said, my membership with the gym is at Crunch Fitness. Uh, usually when I'm in the oil field, I usually hang out with a whole group of people. So I need a whole new team. So if you're in the oil field, I don't know what areas I'll be running in just yet, but y'all know what the flat top look like. Andrew asked him if Capone was for sale. Yeah, I asked him if he wanted to sell me the truck. He said it's not for sale, but his truck need a whole new engine, so yeah, I think he should sell it to me. But I talked to the mechanic about Capone. So with Capone, it was a farm truck, okay? And the way this farmer did this truck, basically, this is a 1980 Kenworth. I don't know what the engine was, but from what the mechanic told me, it's like a big cam 1 engine with like big cam 3 rocker arms or some shit. With like it's like a whole bunch of parts of different trucks thrown together. Basically, every time something broke, the farmer would just take any type of part off a truck and put it on. So It's not something that can really be rebuilt. He got to do an engine swap. I mean, they can rebuild the truck, but he just need to swap the engine. It's a lot cheaper. So that's the situation with Capone. But it's just with fuck your money. I don't think he got those type of connections. Not that I wouldn't think so to do any type of engine swaps or to know where to buy an engine from. Now he could ask, he can ask around. I would definitely tell him. XRP, I never put $1 in there. Only reason I never got an XRP because Robin Hood wouldn't let me. And good thing, because shoot, I was finna get an XRP at 50 cent. Very next day, it was down to 24 cents. I said, man, what? Any opinions on US Express to gain experience? That's my opinion right there. You go there to gain experience. Yeah, you go there to gain experience. That's what all mega carriers do. How old of a truck do you need in the oil field? Usually it's any age as long as they can hook to ELD, but some carriers will let you on with the 1999 and older for the paper laws. But for the most part, as long as the truck can plug up to ELD and pass inspection, you're good. Speaking of inspection, when we talk about passing inspection, we are talking about, does the horn work? Does the lights work? Does it got good tire tread depth? And is the brakes in good condition? That is what we are talking about when it comes to an inspection. Does the windshield wipers work? Can you spray out the mist? That's about all it is to the inspection. So if you got an old truck, the old Columbias or whatever lease drivers are talking about, you go to the scale house and they pull you in, or you got a dirty truck or the paint missing and all this that ain't got nothing to do with no inspection. As long as you got good tires and your brakes work, okay, and all the lights work, which is what they're gonna be trying to get you for is lights and ELDs. But as long as all that right there works, then you're gonna pass, and you need to be calling your carrier asking how much money do they owe you for passing. So that's how that works. But as far as this false idea or this is some kind of way is this false idea that if you got a dirty truck, they just pull you in for these inspections, or if paint missing off the truck, or if you got an old truck. Insanity. Insanity. What do you do with your dogs? Oh, those aren't my dogs. Those are the family, belong to the family. If you owe money, oh, you talking about for the CDL. So if you go to one of these mega carriers and sign one of these ridiculous contracts for your license, you want to know, can you go somewhere else and work? Yeah, pretty much you can. They don't want you to, but the key is to just not sign any of those contracts to begin with. There's too many mega carriers out here. You don't have to sign those type of contracts. You don't even have to put yourself in that position. How much experience before going? We don't use the L word up in here. We don't use that, but we use the O word, the owner operator. We don't use the L word over here on this channel. uh, the experience, how much experience you need. I mean, when you become an owner operator, you're gonna be learning. So, it really don't matter. Whenever your pockets is right. What's the recommended tire size out there? 24.5. Yeah, you got the 24.5. Some people got the 22s. I recommend the 24 so you won't, especially if you're doing sandbox. You know how you see those sandbox drivers that hit the U-turn and they get stuck? It's because they got 22 tires. So, when you get the 24s, it'll raise the trailer off the ground. You ain't got to get stuck and be the next person that we laughing at on Facebook. Let's see. Also, if you want to pass state inspections, the real key to passing is to not show up at TA. That's number one. If you show up at TA, you already failed. You just already in the field. So I'm telling you not to show up at TA so you can avoid a big headache. Okay, don't show up to no place to get paid commission for inspections, because if they get paid commission, That means they need to fit something on your truck so they can make some money. So don't show up to them. I got specific people I go to for truck inspections. Okay, people that only need the $40 and that's it. Not people that's getting paid off commission. They got to do all this extra stuff. How do you do oil field driving with your own authority? You can do it. I just don't give out the secrets. But you're gonna do carrier packets for the customers. How much money I need to come out there trucking now? Oh, you gotta watch the replay. That's towards the beginning. You need money though. Definitely need money. What was the deciding factor for going back into the oil field? So the beginning of the year, I was gonna get my own authority. I already got my authority. I was gonna activate my authority to insurance and rent Amazon, but um, renting Amazon, we determined was not a good idea. So instead of renting Amazon, hoping for the best, I rather just I really want to get a reefer trailer, to be honest. Get a reefer trailer. I do drive in too, but I really want to aim towards reefer trailer. But man, looking at these auction prices, man, they got reefer trailers. 2013 is going for $24,000, man, for 13,000 hours. Insane. It's like people paying double right now for the trailer. So I just said, you know what? I just go out to the oil field and see what's going on. Plus, I don't live in Memphis no more. I got rid of everybody in Memphis. I mean, everybody with the quickness. Nobody can call right now. They done tried to hit me up from fake accounts. But I don't know what to tell these people. I don't know. Life can get hard once you step away from manager. I know it can be hard. I understand. Having to go back to the low income world, it can be tough. It can be tough, especially you was living in a 2020 house, and Andrew decided not to re-sign the lease, and times could be tough when you have to go back to the projects. It can be tough. I understand, but you could have. Everybody that's around me always offer CDLs for free. Everybody ever seen me date, they all got offered CDLs for free or some type of college course for free. They just didn't take it. All they offered all of them jobs. They just don't take it. So good luck. It shouldn't be too hard for me to upgrade from Class B to Class A CDL. I believe you got to take the air brakes endorsement? Wait a minute, I'm skipping a whole lot of questions. Let me scroll back up. Everything is a secret. That's right. You can't give away all the secrets. You give away too much of the secrets, you be out of business. That's why I don't give away the secret shop. As soon as I give away the secret shop, might as well forget about getting a freaking overhaul for $3,500. You might, hey, it's gonna be up to 20, 30,000 with all the customers he gonna have. Why they dude keep walking around your car? Y'all can see them? I know y'all can see them. What do I think about Reman parts? They work perfect. That's what I think about them. When you get an older truck, a lot of it's gonna be Reman parts. Why not do own authority with flatbed? I don't have flatbed experience. I got some step deck experience throwing straps, but that's about it. I'm in Connecticut. Just got a '94 FLD 120. What do you know of that I can lease my truck on to? You just gotta call around and see who accepts older trucks. It's probably gonna be mom and pop shops. I don't know what engine you got, but probably gonna be a Detroit 60 series or either 3406 or E on the FLD 120. You got to look around at some mom and pop shops. Secret loads and secret highways. Hey, We had some secret highways in the oil field once upon a time. I'm gonna tell you where it was at. Everybody that was going out to shoot, what was we at? You go out past Pecos to was it Van Horn, Texas. Y'all know they hit that scale right there by the Loves. But like an exit before the scale, you could get off. You could get off and go. You could like just cut straight through the desert. Y'all know all us pneumatic drivers. We just cut straight through the desert. You know, straight through all that farmland, all the way to the street, the secret street that went around the scale house. And you know, everybody that was out there in the oil field in Van Horn, I'm pretty sure that. I don't know if they made that a street or not. Is that a street now? For the people that work in that area, Van Horn out there past Pecos, is that a street now, or is that still the secret way around the scale house? When you got an older truck, you know, you tend to know all the secrets to running a successful business with it. 3406B, no computer. Oh, yeah, it's not electrical, huh? I got a $10,000 truck, 2016 Cascadia in perfect condition. Can I get out there and have enough covered? Oh no, I read that wrong. You got 10,000 in maintenance, and you got a 2016 Cascadia in perfect condition. Oh yeah, you should have enough. Yeah, just keep the truck greased twice a week. Do your oil changes, and if you don't have a PTO, just look for a sandbox company and hope for the best. Cause there's a lot of thieves still out there, so hope for the best. What's your dream truck? I don't really have a dream truck, but me, I would get a 386 Peterbilt. That's the truck I always liked. Mid roof. Them nabs you was offering jobs, I call them grown babies. They just want to be taken care of. Yeah, Andrew definitely took care of a lot of people back in his day, so don't be like me. Yeah, I definitely took care of a lot of people. A lot of people was living off Andrew's wallet. Then when that truck went down, I said, man, what the hell going on around here? I just got to looking around. I said, man, this shit crazy as hell. I said, I got to looking around and looking at people. I said, man, I don't know about all this, man. I had like three women that was spending the night at my house. I had my girlfriend and her girlfriends. And it was like, then I hear sometimes her nieces and nephews would be, it was a lot of people in my wallet. I don't know what I was thinking. Man, as soon as that truck got to break it down, boy, I got to getting back into reality. I started, man, what the hell going on around here? I said, man, nah, this can't be. Ooh, damn it, boy, this can't be. Ooh, tell you, boy. Mm, 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 mm. Man, I got to thinking about, man, I got to go to modern day slavery. They tell me I got to lease a truck. Oh, no. Oh, no. Everybody got to go. With the quickness, too, boy. I didn't waste no time. Oh, I didn't wait. When that truck broke down, I didn't waste no time. Everybody had to go right then and now. Everybody out the door. Hell is you talking about? Shoot, they talking about the flat top knee, the in frame. They want 30,000. Everybody got to go. Nobody was safe. I said, what's going on? I said, what's going on is they want 30,000 to rebuild the flat top. So your presence is dismissed. That's what's going on. I don't know what to tell you now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to tell you right now. Gotta cut down on some bills, and right now you use a real big expense. So you know you got to. I don't know what to tell y'all. You, them, they, all of y'all on that whole side of the house. I don't know what to tell y'all. You know, all I can do, I got some boxes back here in the garage. If y'all need some boxes, you know, so I can go down. I go and pay for some light. Oh, okay. I thought they were trying to keep me off the internet or something. I'm just saying, that flat top went down. You just got to looking around. Let's see what the hell going on. Is the sound louder since the rebuild? Nah, it's all the same. It's gonna sound louder when I take the muffler off and put straight pipes on. Am I gonna get another truck this year? Of course. Well, I don't know. Oh, I'm gonna get another truck, but I may get a trailer first. I haven't decided. It's either gonna be a trailer or a truck. I just haven't decided which one. That's the whole reason we in the oil field, for equipment. That's the whole purpose of going out here, for equipment. No other reason. That's another thing. Now, for the people that do come out there in the oil field, I'm gonna help you out. You want to delete Cash App off your phone. Delete the Cash App. Delete Western Union, MoneyGram. Don't even be trying to look that stuff up on your phone. Like if you got to send money back home, it's time. You either got to cut them off or they need to get a job. Okay, don't do the Western Union. Now, if you come around Andrew and I find out you using Cash App or Western Union, we're gonna have problems. Now we're gonna have to pull you to the side. We're gonna have to make sure you're gonna have to clean that whole phone. Everything must go. So no Cash Apping, no Western Unions, no MoneyGrams, no Walmart to Walmart. None of that. We're gonna delete all that up off your phone. Tell them they need a JOB back at the house. That's all I'm saying. Now I'm trying to help you out. I've been through it. I'm just saying I've been through it. You don't want to be doing no type of Cash Apping. Delete that app right now. Go on, delete it out. If you got to change your number. They got SIM cards all day, is all I'm saying. We can get your prepaid. We got AT&T. Even if your credit bad, we got the prepaid. You can walk in Walmart, get you them SIM cards, do the prepaid. They work just as good as them contracts, okay? I'm just telling you what to do now. I'm just saying, because when you get out to that oil field, don't be sharing your paycheck. Don't be telling nobody. Look, man. If I told y'all how my life was back in 2017, when I first went to the oil field and the money started to hit, you wouldn't even believe me. I'm just telling you what not to do. Don't be telling nobody. How much money? So how is that oil field paying? It's just like a regular job. It really ain't hitting on shit right now. Really, they ain't talking about nothing, man. It really ain't no work out there. Ain't nothing going on. They ain't talking about nothing. Shoot, they talking about we 3 weeks in a hole. Ain't nothing going on out there. Just a regular job. I'm trying to get experience with this crude oil. I'm trying to get some hazmat experience. That's the only thing going on out there. You know what I'm saying? But don't be out there talking about you a company driver, your paycheck $3,000 every week. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's the end of the relationship right there. What do I think people can make in the oil field right now? I haven't pulled my first load yet. I can't tell you. Yeah, he got away from the leeches. B&L trailer sales and service, Memphis, Tennessee. Sell rebuild trailers starting for 5,000. I don't think I ever heard of them. I'm not in Memphis no more. Nashville. We don't live in Memphis no more. I don't know anybody in Memphis whatsoever except Paco. Now Paco was cool. Anybody else? I don't know anybody else. Andrew throughout the whole house. The whole house. Everybody must go. With the quickness. Throughout the whole house. The dogs too. Yes, the dog. Even the dogs was a bill. Since the rebuild, have you noticed more power? No, I haven't noticed more power. Everything is the same. Everything is pretty much the same. But the truck wasn't. The Mercedes is not a real strong pulling engine. It's just a normal, underpowered, just straightforward type engine. It's not an engine you can like turn up anything like that. It just gets the job done. There's a lot of oil field companies pulling milk right now for DFA. I don't know anything about that. Practice the three S's. Anyways, I'm finna to get in here and go eat my what we at 12, we at noon, so I need to go and eat dinner. No, lunch, it's lunchtime. I need to go get some lunch. What's the horsepower? 450 on the Mercedes Benz. Thanks for responding to my comments. Be safe. Greetings from California. I know you. I know, man. Cass, I'm pulling milk. They making decent cash and don't have to rent a trailer. Y'all must know something about some milk that I don't know. I never looked into milk hollering. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know how many times I done told y'all I was finna go. Well, now I'm finna go for real. So I catch y'all probably tomorrow. But YouTube stories, you can catch me every day on the YouTube stories now. If you want to know what Andrew is doing, just look at YouTube stories.